Good evening and welcome to day 16 of my Fluent Morse in 3 months challenge. I wanted to revisit a thing that I looked at right at the beginning of the challenge, which was the destination speed of the conversation. Now on day 1, I think I said with great confidence, I would like to have a conversation at a speed of 25 words a minute. Now, over the last few weeks, that started to feel like something that would be out of reach. It feels much too difficult to reach 25 words a minute because I can't get anywhere close to transcribing at that speed. But I thought about this yesterday, and I thought one of the reasons for that is because I have already slowed down my practice. I've done exactly what I was advised not to do, or exactly what I said I wouldn't do, which was slow down to 10-ish words a minute, so that, get to know the alphabet, and work up. And as a result, I'm now thinking at about 10 words a minute, absolute maximum. And in practice, stuff is being sent quite slowly with big pauses. And so my brain is doing that lookup table thing of, what do those dots and dashes mean? Let me just look it up in my mental logbook. Oh, yes, I see that's an F. When in fact, I want to be able to be processing the sounds much more quickly than that. So I rethought that yesterday evening after yesterday's recording, and I thought I should probably go back to having the phone app send at 25 words a minute. And then I remembered this Farnsworth system where the characters are sent at the same speed, but they're slowed right down. And I thought, well, what if I took that to an extreme? How would I do if I sent characters at 25, but with a sufficient gap that it's the equivalent of 5 words a minute? So a big gap between letters. And I had a crack at doing that. And I thought, well, this is not too bad, because I do know, certainly for the early letters in the progression, I know what they sound like. I know the sound at that speed. I'm familiar with it. So did-ar-dit, I know that. It's an R. I've got it. Did-a-da, it's a U. I know that feeling. Did-ar-dar-dit, it's a P. I know that. It's drilled. Further down, that's where I start to run out of steam. So I did a bit of an experiment with that. And I thought, that's interesting. I have the ability to hear those sounds quickly. The only problem is that I don't know them so well that I can just recall them instantly. I'm not doing like a lookup table. I'm not looking up did-ar-dit, what's that? Did-ar-dit, oh yeah, okay, I see what it is. Yeah, right, I understand it's R. It's more like I know it's R, but I just don't know it really, really quickly. So I thought, well, maybe we can experiment with that. And then the other thing that I found is that when people are sending stuff relatively slowly, so for example, on Saturday, a person was sending at 12 words a minute, but they were sending at 12 words a minute with no gap at all in between letters. So for example, the message might say, I don't know, dar-dit, dar-diddy-dar, diddy-dar-dit, did-ar-dit. And unless I know those sounds, which in this case I do, it's too fast for my brain because I don't know the numbers so quickly and I get lost. But with a bit of space, I could. And so the other thing I did was, well, what if I could send, using the same program, the program on the phone, what if I could test the sending at genuinely 10 words a minute, but with no pauses? So then I have to be thinking quickly enough, fast enough ahead. And so I've done some work on that during the day. And I'm now up to level 12 on the Koch progression. So, almost half the alphabet that I can confidently send at 10 words a minute with no breaks. So at a regular 10 words a minute, I'm able to send those at random level according to the app. And I'm also up to about level 8 or 9 at 25 words a minute, downscaled to 10 words a minute. So still 10 words a minute, but the characters being sent at 25. And I've done quite a lot of that today, and my confidence has gone up as a result. And I even found when I was listening on air, I was picking stuff up more. So that was good, and my effectiveness picked up a little bit. So I've had I feel like I've had a good day, and I'm going to persist at that and really just work on drilling these letters. Just keep on banging away, getting the letters all the way through. Try and get through the alphabet as quickly as I can at that speed. Staying at 25 words a minute for the speed at which the characters are sent, and then growing the speed, or rather shrinking the speed, shrinking the gaps and growing the effective speed. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to try to do to speed up my abilities on recording. Now, I had a couple of QSOs this evening on 40 meters. They were okay. I was pleased with that. Both within the UK, so propagation was obviously such that worked. So thank you very much, both of you, David and Pete, who spoke to me. Very much enjoyed our conversations, and it was good practice for me. Quite a lot of QSB, times at which the signal was very good and I could hear well, and other times I was really, really struggling. But very happy with that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. But yeah, I'm happy with today's progress, and I look forward to reporting on what happens tomorrow. So thanks very much, and bye for now.